Hey y'all, Kentucky Farmer here, and welcome back to the 30th episode in this Pleasant Valley 17 FS17 Let's Play series. In the last episode in this series, we were working on fields 5 and 9, and in this episode, we are down here on field 20, and we are harvesting some barley, and got a forage wagon there and follow me, picking it up. And we're just going to let this thing run. It's doing pretty good. So we're gonna hop out here and I'm gonna run on over. I've got a truck that we just bought for the server, and it should be kind of over on the other side of these mountains. We gotta run this up to the greenhouses. So we've got our greenhouses working, so I wanted to take this opportunity to show some people around up there, see what you guys think of it. And we got this Coat Universal truck with the front tanker on it to refill the water. I've got a placeable water pump over there, and we've got, one of those placeable fluter logger storage facilities over there that we've got compost in, and yeah, so we're doing pretty good on the greenhouses. I'm trying to remember how to get over there. I kind of thought there used to be a road over there. Maybe that got plowed up. There we go. Got our truck full of water. Oh, tight fit. This would be slightly easier if this placeable wasn't right here. Let's see if I come like this. And now I can go in here. There we go. All right. Should be able to come over here. Alright, there we go. I keep looking. I'm looking in the upper left hand corner for the trigger notification that I can dump, but I just gotta look in the bottom right hand corner. Okay, so 20% fills up one of the greenhouses. So as you can see, this is our tomato greenhouse, and we've got quite a few on the line over there. I think, yeah, man, we're almost out of pallets in a lot of these places. Pallets have really been a hard point of production for us on this map. There's some bugs that we've been trying to get worked through on the board pallet production facilities, which produces what you need to then feed into the pallet production facility. And it seems like we just have a lot of issues because it's like really sensitive about if you move a partial pallet, it can cause it to stop working, and then you have to restart the server. And if you restart the server when there's a partial pallet on it, you have to move the partial pallet off before it'll start back up again. And those facilities have been having issues, and I'm currently trying to work on making a facility that will allow us to make our own pallets and not rely on the in-game pallet production equipment. The problem with that is right now, for some reason, it's supposed to be outputting pallets, and it's outputting wool pallets, and so I gotta do a little research on that. There we go. Fill it back up with water. This thing really squats down when it's full of water. You may notice that, hey, look at that, I was able to pull in a lot easier that time. This is not the default Coat Universals. The ones I use on the multiplayer server have been bumped up slightly in their capacity. is our raspberry. And this is strawberries. And we've got cauliflower and red cabbage, tomatoes, and that must be lettuce. Alright, so our water's full. That's good. One of the things we were kind of curious about when we bought this is, can this truck hook up to and pull this Fortuna trailer? I'm not too sure if it's got the right hitch on the back or not. Haha, it can. That's awesome. That means that we can use this to fill up with compost and then drive the compost around the facility as well. Let's see here. So our harvester is at 37,000 liters, 62% full on barley, so we're gonna have to go empty it pretty soon. One of the other things we did recently is we upgraded our stone processing plant. And so it's actually, I don't think it's running right now. It's got fuel, and we just filled it back up with stones, so it should kick on and start running here pretty soon, but we just restarted the server. So I'm going to take a minute. Alright, so the next thing I need to do is head back over and get my truck, which I strategically left in the middle of the highway. And I'm gonna get ready to empty this harvester here when it makes its turn. I've got Man Cave out here helping me swap out the loading wagons. I do not need any more straw. My straw facility for the pigs was full, but he needed some straw for over at the cows. So that's why he's working with me here. I need the barley. I don't really need the straw. So he is welcome to have it. I think once he gets caught up with production, what I'll probably wind up doing in situations like this is kind of want to get the like the big New Holland square baler, and I'll set that to follow me and have it follow the harvester and just pop out square bales, and then I will come through with a loading trailer, pick them up, and sell them while the harvester's out running. And that way at least we get some money for the straw. Got another trailer load of barley. Swing this over here and drop it off at the farm. While that's unloading, I wanted to grab, I'll use the Fent. Let me just double check here that that field should not need to be plowed. Alright, it doesn't. So I'm gonna grab, I don't know, I'm kinda on the fence of should I use a Condor or the Pronto. Let's give the Condor a try. Change in market price. The grain elevator covers the goods price. Barley is worth $6.26 per cubic meter. And I just so happen to be harvesting a bunch of barley. That's fine though, because I need this barley for the pigs. So I'm not really going to be selling it. going to take this over and refill it. And of course change the type to oilseed radish. And of course you gotta leave the trigger, come back into the trigger, and then I can refill. Alright, so while that's refilling, let me grab my semi. Yeah, I'll leave that there for now. Still refilling. I probably do not need this much seed. That's alright though. And we'll top off our fertilizer. And we'll come around here and might as well top off the fuel. Alright, perfect. Let's get this thing lined up behind the truck. Put it in follow me. And we'll head back over to the field. And I'm gonna ditch the... Alright, ditch that guy behind me there. And I'm gonna leave this over here so I can unload that combine when it comes back around. Just drive through that light post, no big deal. Man, I cannot get this thing lined up right. There we go. Alright, looks good. Hire a worker. Excellent. Alright, so now we just gotta wait for that thing to harvest. It is 30,000 liters. So one thing I can do, I'll empty it when it makes this turn here, but then I can actually start I'm gonna start taking loads of stuff up to the pig food mixer to top it off. It's you know, not quite full, so I can do that while I'm waiting for this thing to finish harvesting the field at this point. I set my cruise control here. There we go. Alright, not quite a full trailer load, but good enough. I'm gonna head off this way. We'll hop across this little bridge here and I should be able to head up to the pig area and we'll see how much of this trailer load we can dump in there. Be sure to try and miss that mud puddle. Alright, I believe this is over here on the right. Alright, barley's full. Excellent. Take the rest of this and dump it in the silo, and then I'll grab a load of corn and bring that up here. I'm going to take my little shortcut through the woods here. Alright, so we got almost 280,000 liters of corn. That's good. Alright, and corn is going to be on, it's the pallet mover side. The trigger is a little difficult to back up to without actually hitting those pallets. There we go. Ah, looks like I need to go get another load of corn. So for anyone who's been wondering, we've sold quite a few loads of pigs, and I haven't really been showing that on the Let's Play series because all we're doing is I've been letting Man Cave sell the pigs, and he uses the money from that to then, let's see, I guess I'll do, oh, we're going to do another load of corn, that's right. He's using the money from the pigs to buy cows to stock up over at the cattle farm. And it's a little odd because with separate accounts, most of the stuff you do, as far as selling, you know, if you sell a piece of equipment, if you sell grain, you know, if you sell wool, the money from that gets divided between whoever's on the server and the admin account. But for some reason, when you sell livestock, the money goes to whoever sells the livestock. So since that doesn't really get divided up, we've just been taking the money from our livestock sales and basically reinvesting it back into the game by buying cows. We may, you know, if we get happy with the number of cows, we may start alternating and buying more sheep, because the milk sales and the wool sales, the money from that does get split up between everyone on the server. So it's basically like pigs is the only livestock that doesn't really help everyone. So so we're using the pigs to basically raise money to increase the other areas, and then we'll, you know, have that help us out. Plus, I think we just put an offer in to buy the dairy factory, or the, is it the dairy? What is it? It's the, yeah, the Bourdine Dairy. So we put an offer in to buy the Bourdine Dairy, and we're waiting to hear back on that. But that'll be a good place for us to take milk then and turn it into products that we can sell for even more money than the milk. Harvester's still only 39% full. Keep doing loads of grain here. So our barley's full, our corn is full. Next thing I need to do is fill up the protein. And I mean, the easiest thing would be to just take a load of soybeans, but if you look here, I've got like a little bit of canola, and I got some sunflower, and then soybeans. So I think I'm just gonna take, man, that's like nothing. It feels stupid driving this thing up there. But I'll take this little bit of canola up there. Let's see if I can take the shortcut going uphill too. Whoa boy, don't flip. Yeah, that kind of worked. It's an empty enough trailer. So I took the shortcut up here because with the proteins, it's easier to dump if I come in this way. And then just kind of swing this over and back in just like that. Okay, so there is our canola. I guess I'll go grab the sunflower seeds that I have, and we'll put that in there. I may wind up still having to get soybeans on top of that to fill it up. doesn't really help me to have like little tiny quantities of a bunch of different stuff in storage. And sunflower. Yeah, we'll dump that off. Hey, it's full. Well, I mean, that's good, but now I've got 314 liters of sunflowers that I gotta put back in storage. That's fine. I got a sunflower field over there that I'll wind up harvesting here in a few days anyways. Alright, so we got protein, we got barley, we got our base grain, which is corn, and that means all we have left is our earth fruits, which all I have right now is sugar beets. I sold all the potatoes. Sugar beets. There we go. And we don't really need even a full trailer load. Alright. Mixing station is totally full. And we're like caught up on production, so it's not even really running. So we should be good for a little while with the pig food. Like right now we only have 361. We were letting it get up to, I think, what, like 426? Which is 3 trailer loads. And then when you sell 3 trailer loads, you basically get enough money to buy 1 trailer load of cows. And so the problem is, like, right now we're caught up, but once we get above 400, they really want a lot of food. And so it was was quite a bit of work to stay on top of that the last time it got that high. Okay, so we're 72% full on barley, which means I gotta go empty it. So that was actually pretty good timing to finish up our little pig food operation there. So I'll head on over here and unload my harvester. We can check and see how the cedar and straw collection process is going. Looking good, and this, I think the cedar's catching up a little bit, but it's still got a pretty good lead. The harvester has a pretty good lead, so that's good. I like that. That condor makes these fields a little more manageable. Now I'm looking to get some sort of replacement for the maestro that'll be a little bit bigger. And I actually loaded in a mod that I was thinking about using. We've got this John Deere DB60, which will do everything the Maestro does, and it is 18 meters wide instead of 9. And the Condors are 15, so it's actually a little wider than the Condors. And then yeah, 15. We've got a few other mods in here, like this case air cart. I probably won't be using this one. It's a little excessive. Let's see, this holds 9,000 liters. This only holds 49,000. So the storage is a little lower on that one. But you know, it's a little bit slower too. Oh, and it doesn't fertilize. Ouch. See, it's tough to consider. These air carts don't do row crop. We have a modded condor here that will do it, but I don't know. This one seems a little OP for me. This one's like very OP. It's fun to use, but it's pretty excessive. So the other thing we were looking at is with the Big Bud DLC being out. We normally don't have the DLC on the server, but there's a couple pieces of equipment in there that may be handy for some of these bigger fields, but I'm not really sure if this is a Big Bud worthy map. I mean, there's a couple fields here and there where it might make sense, but for the most part, we really don't need that much equipment. %, full. Alright, well, once that thing makes its turn, I can start emptying it. Alright, got another load of barley. And I'll head back out to the field one more time. Can empty. Well, you know what? Actually, I really don't need to go back out to the field. When the harvester's done, I can just pop the header off and drive it back here, and then I'll unload it when I get back to the farm. So we'll leave this here, and I can go check on the harvester. Alright, harvester's doing good. Got about one more row left here. So I think we're going to wrap this up here. I've got about an hour recording this episode so far. We've got field 20 just about taken care of here. And yeah, got our greenhouses going with some water, and got our pig feeder or pig food mixer refilled. So pretty good episode. In the last episode I bought field 26, and in the next episode I'm probably going to go ahead and harvest that field because it is ready to be harvested. You notice here, that's ready to be harvested. So I got to harvest that and plow it and reseed it, and also got 18, 7, 12, and 16 are ready to be harvested. The problem is, I believe, with the exception of 12, yeah, I mean, all of these require this one harvester with the one header, right? So, yeah, I can only do so many fields per episode, but getting field 26 turned over and reseeded is a pretty high priority because it's one of the fields I'll be using to produce pig food, so that's probably what I'll do next, and we'll just have to wait on the cranberries, sugarcane, mustard, and I think that's millet over there on 18. Yeah, millet. So, alright, well, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you did, would you please give it a thumbs up? That helps a lot. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for more Farming Simulator videos. I'm Kentucky Farmer. Thanks for watching.